Welcome back to another one of our
Bonfire beer reviews.
Today we are doing a stout and a IPA. No shock there. They're not from the same brewery. Both the beers we are going to taste, we both have had. This one I've had more recently, but I've never reviewed it online. And this one he probably had 4 years ago.
I don't remember exactly.
It was in
where.
Grand Rapids.
Yeah, and I remember it.
Yeah.
We ordered it at a restaurant actually because I remember saying
We ordered it at 4 Roses because we thought it was so funny.
That's exactly where it was.
Yeah.
4 Roses.
Yeah.
One of our favorite restaurants.
Exactly,
This is called Star Chicken Shotgun. India Pale Ale. Need we say more? From Greenbush.
Yep, Greenbush, which is located in Sawyer, Michigan. Okay, so this is 6.8% ABV. It is an American IPA, and it is 80 IBUs.
Cool.
We have 1 rating from someone that we know here. He is not a YouTuber, but he gave it a 3.7, one of our fellow UNTAPPD friends. There's 23,000 overall ratings, give it a 3.7. So it says, yes, we did equate a beer with a dancing chicken in an Elvis costume. Get over it.
Yeah,
After tasting the 5 different hops in this West Coast style IPA, you'll be dancing too. Hoppy, smooth, citrusy, light, and sweet. 268 reviews this month alone.
Yep.
So one thing actually, we just before we came out here, I was uploading a video and we were watching one of the Beautiful Beer reviews. And he had mentioned the difference between a hazy IPA and a regular original IPA. West Coast IPA. We do like the hazy ones. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's when you pour it and it looks like orange juice.
It's a little bit, yeah, a little bit hazy.
It's not as common, yeah, it's not as common here in Michigan for the Michigan breweries, but when we were in Florida, that was quite a thing that we noticed because a lot of the beers had that kind of like hazy, pulpy type of a situation where it was very like cloudy. Dana does like them. It's nice to switch it up once in a while, but he goes more towards the traditional IPA or a double IPA, which would be called a West Coast IPA because of where the hops are from. But go ahead and give us a nose on this one. I can see the soot.
Yeah, it's floating around.
It's really funny.
It's like, I mean, I've got it floating. It smells very fruity. And I always say this when it smells sweet and fruity, but it's got an apricot type smell to it.
Yeah.
Mango and apricot. Very, very, very fruity. I almost expect to get a sweet taste when I drink this beer.
Right. And you tend not to.
And not necessarily tart. Oh, that's good.
Yeah?
That's good. It's got a tart kick to the end of it. It starts off sweet, but not too sweet. And then it kicks in with a little bit of bitter tartness. It's really good.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I really don't have anything to add beyond what you said. It does smell fruity and sweet. I do get like a mango, papaya, citrusy, peachy type of a situation.
Oh, my 4%.
They weren't lying when they said smooth. That is very smooth.
It is.
I wouldn't even say it's bitter. Because it's an easy drinker, I would drink this. The position of the camera, because the autofocus gets all crazy when the flames kind of pop in to say hi, and it makes it kind of funky. And right now the weather is kind of funny. Like it's how high is it today?
I think it was in the 40s today.
Yeah, mid to high 40s today. The sun was out most today. I didn't really get to spend any time outdoors, but it was beautiful. It had really cool lighting in the house today. Yeah. But the backyard is still a ice skating rink.
Oh, the whole backyard.
It's not as bad as it was last week.
There's no drainage around here. Like
there's no sewage.
When you live in the city, it kind of drains to the sewer, and away it goes. Here, it drains to the ground, and that's it. So eventually, it'll melt, and then it'll go away. We're supposed to get like 50-degree weather, almost 60-degree weather.
Tomorrow's gonna be 55. Okay, so overall for the shotgun chicken, what do you give it out of 5?
4.
4?
Yeah, I mean it's better than a 3.7, I think.
Okay. Go ahead and see if I can get this to focus. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay. Whoa.
Whoa, it's gone.
It's gonna come over.
Nope.
Okay, so I have a oatmeal stout today, which is one of my favorite styles of stout. Lately, it's been tough for me to find stout in general up here, up north. We don't have a lot of craft beer, and then to that note, to make it even harder, when there is craft beer, it tends to be the very popular ones, and they tend to be the light beers. So it's really hard for me sometimes to find stouts that are from Michigan that I have not tried. I end up getting Imperials, and even though I did find last Bonfire Beer Review an Imperial that I loved, I don't really like them in general, so to find an oatmeal stout is always a good thing. This one, like I said, I have tried it, and recently I have been drinking the remainder of the 6-pack. So this will still be a review and an honest review of how I authentically feel, but I have been kind of revisiting it. Yeah, which we both have had these beers. 8.5% ABV, 45 IBUs. It is by Roque Brewing Company, which is out of Royal Oak, Michigan. I love Royal Oak.
That's what the guys on our calendars are Royal Oak Brewery guy, right?
This month, you mean?
Guy, yeah.
Yep, that's Roque. Yep. Okay, so Brad Ellison did do a review of this one. He gave it a 4. He did not put any tasting notes on Untapped, but he does have the review up on his YouTube, so I will link that video down below. And again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, if you want to get an Untapped shout out, anytime we have a friend of ours who's reviewed a beer that we are having, I always give a shout out. It's a very, I'd say casual and easy way to give a shout out to fellow beer tubers or beer drinkers, to be honest. Tyler Finkbeiner also gave it a review. He gave it a 4.25. Says good heavy oatmeal stout, and I agree with that one. He did the review in 2016. There is 8,000 reviews overall, giving it 3.7. From the 3 people we know, it's a 3.9. So 2 of the people that are on YouTube gave it a very favorable number. Let's see, any other information? They don't actually give any notes other than oatmeal, smooth, dark, coffee, and strong. There's no like cutesy little paragraph from Roque. 191 this month. So when I poured it, you guys saw how active the actual head was. I had this out of the fridge for about 15-20 minutes. The head is pretty thick. It's a caramel colored, medium toned brown color.
And it looks like it's got a big lump of ice cream right in the middle.
It does, which is really cool. And that's because the temperature changed outside. It's not cold outside, but it's just cold enough for it to be a contrast. And we have like little marshmallow of foam. I could eat the foam with a spoon. Let's just say that. Because of the head, it's hard for me to actually give a really authentic nose to this one. But it smells. No, I don't want a spoon. It smells like your standard oatmeal stout. There's nothing really that differentiates this one from any other one, considering like a breakfast stout from Founders. Very similar type of vibe to it. You get a really sweet milk chocolate scent. It's very subtle. There's nothing prominent. It's definitely not a bitter beer. Even though the ABV is a little higher, the IBUs are very low. 45 for IBUs is very, very, very small. Compared to this one being an 80 IBU, this one is nearly half. So.
Bitter beer.
This beer is extremely smooth. Really the only flavor you get is coffee. I don't even taste chocolate the way that I smell it. It's extremely subtle though, and the coffee flavor is the only thing that gives it kind of like a full-bodied bitterness at the end, but otherwise it's just overall very creamy and very smooth. I don't know that you'll like it, but I don't think you'll hate it.
All right. It smells bitter. Not like coffee going bad bitter.
Yeah.
But like coffee with milk in it that's gone sour.
Oh, that's not great.
That's what it smells like.
That's not great.
Good. The toned down bitter.
Yeah.
Like, you know that Hershey's baking cocoa?
Yes. We talked about it in the last
review.
review.
Have you ever eaten Hershey's baking cocoa?
Without mixing with anything? No.
It's kind of got that.
You've done that?
Yeah, it's got that undertone.
Why did you do that?
There was a dare.
You had munchies?
Maybe. I don't. Anyway, it's got that undertone to me.
What kind of dare? How old were you? What are you talking about? Why did you eat that?
Let's just say that I know what it tastes like, okay?
Oh, it's making this mysterious. You drop a weird comment and then you won't tell us.
I didn't know. When I was a kid, I used to love this. Like, you know those fun sticks? You know what fun sticks are?
The powder candy?
Yeah, you dip the
Yes.
candy thing.
Oh,
Well,
fun dips.
Fun dips, yes. So I used to take.
You lick it and use your own saliva to apply powder.
Yes, that's
kind
exactly.
of
It's
nasty, but also
and
wonderful.
also kind of a good
Yeah,
idea, right?
yeah.
Well, I used to
I
do
like
that.
pixie sticks more.
I used to do that with Swiss Miss hot cocoa mix,
Okay.
and one of my friends told me I should try it with Hershey's cocoa, and he dared me, so I did, and it was not like
But you tried it straight up? You didn't actually, like, put it on anything?
no.
Oh, that's gross, babe.
You're drinking my beer right
I am. Get to drinking so we can switch back if you don't want me to drink your beer.
now. Anyway, he wasn't a very good friend, and I did that. So
Doesn't sound like a good
those are
friend.
the undertones that I get.
But
Also
good beer.
coffee.
Good beer.
It's a good beer. It's smooth, very smooth.
All right. Well, pretty simple, to the point
I
beer
don't know
review
what
today.
else to say, really.
I have nothing else to say. So thank you so much for joining in for another one of our Bonfire beer reviews.
The next time you tune in, our backyard will still be icy.
Probably.
Most likely because we're going to film it right after this.
Maybe.
It could happen.
I mean, don't look over here.
I mean, there may not be.
Otherwise, have a wonderful night and cheers.
Cheers.
If you can't see us beyond the flames, we're back here. We're safe. Don't worry.